Hello and welcome to night 26, episode 26 of Fun with Cheese. Tonight's episode is entitled, Holy Cow, my family just invited me to a potluck and I have nothing to bring along and it's 10 minutes before we have to leave. Yes, I know it's a little wordy, but as you can see, we're going to talk about normal times when we didn't have to worry about eating in so much. You'll wonder why I'm doing this. I'll explain that in a bit. Tonight's friend of the show, the great purveyors of Milwaukee tools, Hiller's Hardware in downtown Marshfield on Central. If you need it, they have it. Little bolts, something for your outlet. It's there. Milwaukee tools, made for cutting the hard cheeses. And then when you're done cutting the Romano, you can go do some demo work on your house. Food for thought. Never thought of a Sawzall that way, did you? Also like to remind you I'm wearing my Safety First, so you last shirt. We could also do the 10 fingers, 10 toes, 2 eyes, 1 nose, safety counts. Farmers are out on the roads starting to spring manure hauls and things like that, and just remember, they're not going too far from where you're going. Slow down, let them get to their fields. You have all day. Just get by and enjoy the sunshine, because where are you going? Slow down, let them have the right of way. You cannot pass a tractor on a double yellow. It's the law. Simple as that. So, shout out to my friend Travis Paul, who is my FS fuel man, keeping my propane tank full. Travis dropped off a block of For Your Goodness when it says 2016 on it, and it's all vacuum sealed. I'm holding on to that baby till this is over to go along with my 6-year cheddar that we're going to pop that day when we are done with our little quarantine here. But on the episode tonight, our friend, our guest, I've been brought up, it's cheese tray. Go get a cheese tray. We're bringing a cheese tray. Oh my gosh, I have 10 minutes. We got to do a potluck. What do you want me to bring? I can bring a cheese tray. But then my kid said, hold on there, boomer. It's not a cheese tray anymore. In fact, it's not. When you go out to a restaurant or things like that, you may see something called a cheese board or a cheese platter. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna put several different types of cheese on a piece of wood, a piece of granite, and things like that. And it's really a contest for myself, because it's putting 6 or 7 different cheeses on a platter and then saying you can try all of them. Get in my belly. That's a really cool thing. One of the other things they like to do is mix some other proteins with it. Charcuterie. Sorry, we're not putting any vegan meat into our cheese platter, into our cheese board. We like to do everything from soft cheeses where we can dip a cracker into them. And I'm going to tilt the camera down here and talk to you a little bit. I really like this concept because then, it works and everybody gets a little bit of what they have. Where am I getting my cheese from? It came from my refrigerator. These are all cheeses that we've featured. And so I wanted to incorporate them into a beautiful palette, because maybe you're looking for that one last dish to put on your table and you've been going out buying all these cheeses that I've been talking about for the last 25 nights. It'll make your Easter pretty awesome. So, I'm going to start with this bad guy right here. And so I put an aged cheese in here. And so one of the things you want to look for an unaged cheese, if you go back to our Colby episode and you look at the cheese and you see the actual holes in between the curds, that means it's young. But if you look at the cheese and you don't see any holes and it's pretty firm, that's a good indication that it's an aged cheese and it's going to take you into cheddar. This one, next one that I have here, takes us back to Mr. Dave Jack. And he's a softer cheese, a white cheese. He's not going to be as firm as the aged cheese. So you're going to look for those holes. You're also going to look for a little bit of softness there, and it's going to be white, lack of annatto. Geez, I say this word every time. This guy over here is a world cheese champion, Kojak, that, well, holy cow, he was a longhorn, which is a half moon shape, and with the help of Chucky, I was able to make him into cubes. Now, you might not have a Chucky at home, but you might have a cheese knife, which we covered in another episode as well, and you can make those cubes just like that. Or you can use your cheese wire and make those cubes just like that. All this is a 1/4 pound of cheese. It's not a big deal. Okay. Oh, let's flip around like this and move the camera around. So this is our friend Munster, not a German cheese. It's a French cheese on the the French side of a Germanic province of France. Um, and then we get to this fella. And I wanted to put this in here because I'm going to give a shout out to my Aunt Judy Haas, because this is something I'm going to cover in an actual cheese tray. If you get it from any of the local dairies around here, you'll call it a cheese tray and just do from there. But this is to settle the argument of who gets the Gouda. Generally, it goes to the oldest person in the room, the person with the most experience, and you don't touch the Gouda. I've put 6 pieces plus a little extra Gouda in here. You don't eat the wax. Peel the wax off. That's used for preservation. Okay? So, the last thing we have here is some summer sausage. Now, you can use prosciutto. You can use any sort of dried meats if you want to put bacon in here. You can do whatever you want, whatever you have there. The other thing you might do is you might put crackers. Notice the product placement. You might put crackers either in a tray, in a table, or in the center or off to the side. Use it as this. In the center, I could put my soft cheese. I could put our dairy fudge, which we learned about the other night. I could put an aged cheese or whatever we wanted to have there in the center. I could take what's left, and this is really bad because I don't like having half bags of cheese curds left in my house, but you can take cheese curds and put in there. Now, I was given this idea from my friend Dennis Bangart, who actually came up with this one. So you take all the different flavored cheese curds. So we have honey barbecue and garlic dill and Bloody Mary and regular and pepper and let's say a maple or maple flavored cheese curd, and you could have yourself your own cheese curd platter, and that's pretty cool. Now, as far as my board, I really went all out on this one. You can use a piece of granite, like I was saying. You can use a piece of countertop, whatever you want to use. Maybe you have a fancy piece of maple at home, but whatever you end up using, make it functional. This one I found at the Dollar Tree. It was $1. Do I care if I get it back? No. Do you care if you get your chunk of granite back? I'd say yes. So this would be a good one to take to a potluck. This one's going to go to a really cool family tomorrow for Easter dinner. And just wanted to touch base on that. You know, this is a good way of getting rid of all those cheeses. This is milk step into immortality. It's a good way of clearing out cheese out of my refrigerator so I can get some more cheese. So we can do episode 27, 28. I don't know. We'll see how long this has to go. But until tomorrow, remember, cheese is milk step into immortality. Support your local dairy farms. Buy some cheese. Be creative. Be inventive. Go out there and try something new. And have a happy Easter. Take care. See you tomorrow.